This is Thursday morning. It's Ruben Loewen. All right, so I am in the process of determining my ratio. So I've got like 80 campaign flyers, and I've got a list of 300 people already from my database. All right, and I'm working on making 4 new contacts a day. Okay, and in that process, especially with the campaign flyers, right? It's how you get them out. So here's how I'm going to do it. If I talk to somebody, I'm going to talk to them, and I'm going to keep form in mind. So that's family, occupation, recreation, money. Okay. And in that process, if they give me an indicator that they need what I got, then I'm going to talk to them about the business. All right. And I'm going to do that with the campaign flyer. We do this. I'm a financial literacy trainer. All right. We teach. We have these workshops Tuesdays and Saturdays, and these are the classes that we teach. What are you doing Saturday morning, 10 to noon, that you can't get out of? All right, and if they can't get away, all right. Well, tell you what, I can do this. I can sit down with you, but I would do this with you and your wife, okay? Because it always is a problem because then, especially down here, communication down here, people are terrible. I see that in the medical profession. I see it in the produce industry. If you tell one guy, you're gonna have to tell his maintenance people. If you're talking to the warehouse manager you got to talk to 4 people, so you may as well get them all together all at the same time, right? And then same thing with husband and wife. If you are not talking to them both, you are just giving yourself more rehearsal, right? So it may as well sit down with them both. And if you do, because there's a different emphasis. The women want the security. All right, they all want the security, and so you're talking to them how to establish that security. All right, and the men are all wanting to produce. They want their money to do better. They want to make more money with their money. They're a little more. There may be more risk takers, right? Right, but when you show them that security is actually, that interest rate that you're not losing in the market is interest that you're gaining. Okay, so you have to show them that, get them to understand that, and of course the women love that, right? And they love knowing that if something happens to him, me and the kids are covered. We can stay in this house, and we don't have to move in with my parents, right? And so they like that. Okay, so if you're not showing it to both of them, you're wasting your breath, or you're just getting more practice. Okay, and I'm done practicing. Okay, so you nail down. Say, hey, if I get, I got to talk to you and your wife, because what I'm going to say is going to be important to both of you. And there's things I'm going to say that are going to be important that she's going to get that you're not, and there's things that I'm going to say that you're going to get and she's not. So it's important that you both. And then, you're going to want to both understand this and talk about it together, and you're going to have a hard time telling her everything I've been learning for the last few years, after just sitting down one time with me. Okay, so it's better I'll be able to answer questions you can't answer. Okay, so that's how you do it, and then you get the appointment set. All right, and then you go do the appointment, and you do the 7 steps. All right, and then when you're doing the 7 steps, you need to pay attention. You may want to have a notepad because you're going to see there's certain things in the 7 steps that they are going to turn them on. And been doing this long enough. There's a couple things. There are some people that they're going to be interested in, the rule of 72, right? The law of compound interest. Okay. There's some people that are going to be because they never heard of it before, and that it's something that's exciting to them, that they could actually, have their money growing for them. They don't see at the bank, right? And then there's some people that are going to love the security, right? We just talked about that, right? There's some people that are going to love, the tax advantage, tax deferred growth and the tax advantage income, right? That they've never heard of before, right? Then there's other people that are going to, be excited about the living benefits, and there's other people that are going to be excited about, so but you never can tell until you start talking about it. But once you talk about it and you see what lights them up, you need to write it down, okay? And you need to talk about that with them, and to the point where you see that they're going, aha, yeah, I want to do this, all right? And that's key. It lets them know you're paying attention to them, right? And I'll tell you what, when you know what somebody's hot button is, you know where their dream is, and you keep putting that dream in front of them, they can't say no. I couldn't say no. If somebody was showing me, okay, to get what you want, Ruben, you want to get that house in Point Loma, all right, then from where you're at right now, this is what you got to do, okay? This is how many people you got to recruit. This is, how much business you got to write, okay? So this is how you get to that point, right? And you got to get this many people. Also start. So that I would like to start working in. That'd be part of my plan. Right? And it would keep me focused, all right? But when you don't do that, then I don't do that. Okay, so that's important, and that's with anybody. Okay. Oh yeah, and there's another thing. There are a lot of people that I come around. Maybe it's because of Toastmasters or whatever. I don't know, right? But they love the idea of delivering the message. They love being the one that's up there in front, giving the presentation, delivering it. Oh yeah, and the way things are going right now with this coronavirus thing and limiting, the meetings and doing things with, via Zoom call. We need people that can light up. I watch Bernadette Kim, right, the CEO. She knows how to do it. She knows how to, eyes get wider, and she smiles, and she has excitement in her voice. I love that. It plays really well. But when you get up there and, well, we got this and we got that, and you're kind of flat in your presentation, people's energy, they're like, oh, okay. You got to have that excitement. You got to pick up the tone in your voice, all right? And she does it. I caught her doing it. I'm like, all right, this is good. This is really good. But that's important. We need more people that know how to do that. I'm talking to you right now. You know who I'm talking to. All right. I am off to Edinburgh. Have a great day.